New drug? What new drug?
Alright guys, so this new drug got Gen Z by the balls, man.
What? Whip? Just whipped cream? Keyboard duster? This is not an... Surely this is not what he's referring to, because that has been around since I was a little kid. Probably before I was a little kid.
It's been all over the internet. And today we're gonna dive
Yeah, he got the womp.
called
He got the womp womps.
The New Drug That's Taking Over the Internet by ETK Creates. So without further ado, let's get right into it.
What's your name? Where you from?
I'm from the way, down the street, man. Come on.
Man, I got a quick story about this. When I was 19-ish, I was in a place, and the people in my group home all decided to go to the surrounding group homes with trash bags and take all the refrigerant out of the air conditioners and go, "Luke, I am your father." And then some of the guys, when they did it, it was like, "Follow the yellow brick road." Like, it would make their voice higher, and I don't know. It was funny, but I felt like, look, it would freeze some of the bags over. Imagine what that would do to your lungs. I don't want no part of that. Yeah, look at that
This
shit.
just looks dumb as hell with that big ass canister in your hands. What happened to weed? What happened to little mall? Say little cocaine. You know what I'm saying? But what happened to that?
Alright, I ain't going to promote cocaine. But, exactly, what's wrong with smoking a little bit?
People are just bored, huh?
Y'all look stupid. Point proven.
Now, I'm sure if you've been on the internet in the last couple of days, you've seen these videos of people hopping out of these giant canisters, and on the surface level, you might think, oh, it's just a big vape. No, it's something a lot more sinister than just that. Now, the canisters that this guy is hopping out of, and everybody you've seen in this video, is nitrous oxide. If you're not familiar with nitrous oxide or laughing gas, commonly you'd find video is nitrous
Alright, let's see
oxide.
what nitrous oxide is. I mean, obviously the chemical formula is N2O. But let's see what it really is. Got a molecular weight of 44.013 grams per molecule. The odor is slightly sweet-smelling gas. Its solubility, which means how well it dissolves in water or in liquids, period, low. Density is 1.977 kilograms per, I guess, molecule squared to the third. At 0 degrees Celsius and 101.3 kilograms per particle, I'm going to assume. It's been a while since I took chemistry. The other ones we can't really see. And then the description is a colorless gas at room temperature and pressure. Nitrous oxide is chemically stable under normal conditions. If you, I don't know, something able or unstable, it does not support combustion. So you cannot set it on fire. Oh, right, because the fire extinguishers use nitrous oxide, okay. So, it's laughing gas. Ain't this what Kanye was hooked on? Is hooked on?
Familiar with nitrous oxide or laughing gas, commonly...
How do you get addicted to laughing gas, to nitrous oxide? Is it in, it's not, I don't know, it might be in air in a small amount, I don't remember. But I do know that mountain climbers and sea divers use nitrous oxide to breathe underwater. Are they high as fuck down there?
You'd find this at like a dentist's office, which they'd use when they're working on you, giving you surgery on your mouth, right? But in recent times, or really forever, you've been able to purchase nitrous oxide for its other meanings because it has other uses. You can purchase nitrous oxide for your car, you can purchase nitrous oxide for whipped cream, or other kinds of dessert-based things, and a number of things. But in recent times, at least in the United States, nitrous oxide has become extremely popular for people to use recreationally.
Imagine how down bad and depressed you gotta be to use laughing gas. Like, your laugh is that boring, like you really want to escape that badly, you gotta get some laughing gas to pop a grin. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. I don't need laughing gas, man. All I gotta do is go in the mirror and look at myself. I start cracking up, you know?
Seriously,
Dude, yeah, like, I don't even take laughing gas when I had my teeth removed. Like, what is the point of it? It doesn't, anytime I've used it, it either had little to no effect, or the effect was unpleasant. Like, I don't drink, but fuck, drink a beer.
This was more of a UK thing, as nitrous oxide balloons and canisters were much more common to be seen used in the UK at raves and things of that such. But recently, the younger black community has discovered the use of nitrous oxide, and it has exploded and trendized.
Yo, TikTok, check me out. I got them off. Y'all know what this is.
Not just among the youth, but even in rap culture, the use of nitrous oxide as a recreational thing to consume has exploded recently. It has been all over the internet, anywhere from YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram Shorts. You can see videos of people buying large amounts of these canisters and hopping them with their friends.
Whip the vengeance, man. Hey, whip the vengeance, man.
It's just the fact that they're not even using balloons. They're just straight out the canister, man.
They have a toast, man. They have a toast, man. You feel me, man? They need a loan. You feel me? No Diddy.
Had to say that no Diddy.
Everybody got one, nigga. On me and Ski, nigga, yeah, we spent 500 in the smoke shop. Yeah, hey.
Did you say you spent 500 on that? 500 to snort some gas? If you want to snort some gas, come in my room. I'll fart.
If you're a teenager,
They could have went to a dentist for less than that, and they could have probably got some grills for that.
or somebody young, and you're seeing people buying these canisters,
You got
and you're
laughing gas in the
interested getting
process.
them, or trying to do anything regarding them, don't. It goes without saying that these canisters are a material that
Don't
is
do drugs,
extremely
kids.
dangerous to the human body and should not be consumed on its own ever. The recreational use of it is only something that a fully grown adult could even grasp, and even then I wouldn't even argue that they should be using it. If you are not capable of understanding the implications of consuming a gas like this, you should not be consuming it.
I heard that Kanye West was hooked on it, and he's been hooked on it for a while now. This man's in the studio. Apparently, he got porn playing everywhere, and he's snoring laughing gas or inhaling laughing gas.
Yeah, I actually watched a couple of documentaries on that topic just in the last few days. Apparently, here, let's not do apparently, let's prove what I'm saying. Kanye gas. If I'm not mistaken, him and his dentist were actually trying to like start up their own company to sell it. Yeah, Mio, I'm not going to attempt his last name. I'll probably butcher his first name, but I think that's Milo, not Milo. Proof Elton agrees to deliver recreational nitrous oxide to his heavily addicted patient game at the latter's big residence Chateau Lamont, beside dozens of celebrities, overdoses, and suicides. And this is the dentist. He looks like he's on the gas. Oh, yeah, that's Kanye West, former chief of staff, Milo Yiannopoulos. And if I'm not mistaken, he, promoted this business plan to Kanye that would have effectively just made his business a joke. And then here's some text messages. This needs to be a long-term goal, get recreational nitrous legalized. I didn't know it was illegal. I didn't know there was any laws on the level, but either way. Meanwhile, we mastered the delivery system with a 2-year head start. And somebody said, surely you were joking. Prolonged misuse of nitrous causes birth defects, problems with B12, that's vitamins, your spinal cord disintegrates. Why would anyone want to introduce another drug to an already depressed, addicted, demoralized, and apathetic population of dopamine slaves? What a response. Can I have the nitrous today, he says? Tom, you said you were bringing them by today. Checking in. And then Tom says, are you at the chateau? Yeah, I can do. I want to know who was in blue saying this. Is there more? That's the dentist. He looks like a freaking MMA fighter. And that's Milo. He looks like a little fucking Kanye. I feel bad for Kanye. I do. I feel bad for Kanye.
Yes. That's probably why his music sounds the way it does now.
You shouldn't be consuming it ever, ideally.
You know, that is a good point. Look, laughing gas could be the first drug in history that actually decreases your ability to make music.
But the bare minimum is at least be an adult if you're going to mess around with anything this stupid. Laughing gas has a number of side effects, and brain damage is one of the extremely common ones. And you'll never know how your body will react to it until you try it. If you try it, you could literally start having a seizure just right there. And that could be the end of your functional life. But
It's almost like the gas makes him want to smile, but his body is fighting against it.
that brain damage ruins you for the rest of your life, or your life ends there. So at least
Like, do they not see him tripping out? Why they keep looking at the camera and talking while their friend is literally tripping out, about to have a seizure? They didn't seem phased.
They're not phased about it because that's just what happens. That's how it is. That would be like somebody hit a cigarette, started coughing, and everybody around him was like, oh my god, he's coughing, are you okay? It's like, that's what cigarettes do. That's what this shit does.
That all? He's like, yeah, he does this all the time. Yeah, he just has seizures, whatever.
if you're going to mess with laughing gas, please be an adult and understand the implications of what you're shoving in your body.
Definitely more funny, but you can't give them no more fun.
If I seen someone have a seizure in person, it's crazy. Cause I was at a gas station after a party, and I saw this boy. Well, he's early 20s. He just collapsed on the ground and started seizing up, bro. Foam coming out the mouth and everything. This one guy ran over to help him, put him on his side, and then they called an ambulance. I'm like, damn, that was a sight to see, bro. I've never seen anything like that in person before. That shit was scary. Y'all gotta be careful with these drugs, bro. Cause I lost a couple friends to drugs, to bad pills, and from just taking too much at once.
Can't do no more, bro.
Just no joke.
They just hit him with the balloon.
So he doing more? Bro, you were just on the ground having a seizure. How you gonna do more? Again?
Y'all look stupid.
At that point, he don't want to live, man. Shit, ain't nothing's out of my hands now.
Sleep.
Oh my
Like, they're just
god.
letting him fall over the place and doing this dumb shit, man.
These are not his friends. Like, this is wrong. That actually irks me. People do not know. These people don't have morals.
Sometimes the friends around you can be toxic as hell, man, because his friends are allowing this. They're just watching this man fall over and over and not even trying to stop him, man. You gotta be careful about who you surround yourself with. This wild, man. It's crazy.
Not to mention there are different kinds of laughing gas, like medical grade, food grade, different kinds. I wouldn't go shoving engine.
And by the way, y'all, if you want this bottle, it's down below. Get you one, man. Stay hydrated.
Propelling in your throat via canister, by the way. It's a dumb idea, unless you're Kanye West.
Hey guys, if you want this Dr. Pepper, go to Walmart. Hydrate, guys.
Then you're gonna get hooked up to like a Bane tank, and your doctor's gonna get you addicted to it so you can make horrible music for the rest of your career.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. Kanye music is progressively getting worse, man, because I just listened to the most recent album. I've been waiting for it, too. I'm like, is this man even trying anymore?
Yeah, do y'all know what Kanye's new music sounds like? Check this out. It's not even like, it's not the worst music out there, but compared to what he used to do, like, it's a cool beat, but the song is horrible.
She giving blowjobs and I apply. She say she starving, order her surprise. Then I ate the breast and the thigh. Then I gave the rest to the guy. She was typing. When I'm not was saying I fell off. Boy, don't play with me, you know I. Boy, don't play with me, you know I fry.
So as you can see, the song's beat never changes, which is not inherently bad, especially if it's a good beat, which that song does have, but it's a very slow, kind of boring beat upon repetition. Think of a metal song that just doesn't know when to end its breakdown. It sounds like a breakdown that never ends, with a horrible vocal effect. Not that I can do any better, but I can hear better. And, I mean, yeah, you might have to be on some gas to think that would be good, especially compared to what he used to do. Stuff like this. Listen to this, the production, the instrumentation. Lights. Flashing lights.
She don't
She don't believe in shooting stars, but she believes in shooting cars.
Put stars in a new apartment. Couture from the store's departments. You
Or run away. Listen to the ending.
Offs high, knock it off. Neiman, shop it off. Let's talk over my ties, waitress, top it off. Fools like poachers wanna fly in your Freddy loafers. You can't blame them, they ain't never seen Versace supers. Every bag, every blouse, every bracelet comes with a price tag, baby, face it. You should leave.
I've always theorized that this album cover was either him screwing Kim or Kim cheating on him with another man. And if that's a pixelation of Kim cheating on him with another man, holy shit, what a heartbreaking cover.
If you can't accept the basics, plenty
Trying to
more
fucking
than a
get the
bullet.
chorus.
And I know what to me.
Yeah, this is so sad.
Never was much of a romantic. I could never take the intimacy. And I know it did damage. Cause the look in your eyes is killing me. I guess you knew an advantage. Cause you could blame me for everything. And I don't know how I'ma manage if one day you just up and leave. putting up with my just way too long. I'm so gifted at finding what I don't like the most. So I think it's time for us to have a toast. Let's have a toast for the douchebags. Let's have a toast for the Let's have a toast for the scumbags. Every one of them that I know. Let's have a toast for the junkos that never take work off. Baby, I got a plan. Run away fast as you can.
Anyways, how are you gonna go from that to this?
I'm digging her skin complexion. Little do she know I'm next. Everybody around me ran up and in with better. Already never got a flex. Too much going on to be in my phone for real.
The most replayed is the most replayed part of the song is the beginning. So I guess that means most people, yeah, click off.
Why you ain't go with them when they spin? I would have been win, but I'm rich.
See, it's the same issue that the other song had. It's got the literal same beat. We got Lil Wayne though. How is Lil Wayne's not the most replayed part?
You know I got you.
We gotta hear Lil Wayne
I won't tell no one about it. She never speak to me, room me in public, but somehow we always make eye contact.
White girls, but they not spice girl. Just some hot girls like this not white girl. I'm in an all black coupe like Dark Knight girl. These here different shoes, not off white girl. 5 AKs and they pop in sync. Got 5 little beers and they pop in drink. If it's not bright pink, then it's not my drink. These bright white links make your eyesight weak. Told you gonna spit like a new tube coming. Everybody fight like the FUBU coming. Whole bunch of zeros like a new bag of funny. Told you got shots like Buju Bunch. Bullets that'll shoot through mountains. Talking that shit, not do brown. I punish these boys, I ground them. Yeah, these funny ass boys, I crown them. I'm laughing so hard, laugh louder. Yeah, young money so raw, no condom. No teachers, charge just tonsils. Fuck everything that they say about me. I done fucked every bad bitch that feels out beat. Running talk mine, just gave a nice speech. Just lay the bitch down like Lil Ali. Sitting in the throne trying to scam my seat.
Extra income, money at home, link in the description. Is he trying to sell a course? Is Kanye trying to sell a fucking course? Anyways, okay, that wasn't as bad as I remembered it when it came out, but still, like, that's like a 6 or 7, whereas his earlier music is like 9 and 10s, you know. And to have the total aura and energy from the music has changed. Now he sounds more like the other people in the industry, whereas he used to definitely have his own sound. And I am curious if the gas hasn't affected that. Alright, let's finish up this video.
Last disrespectful question to come ask a grown ass superhero.
You just been taking laughing gas and watching porn.
A grown-ass superhero.
Listen to these voices. Go ahead.
The voices in my head aren't real, but they have some good ideas. Y'all look stupid.
No bullshit, no doubt. Yeah.
That makes your voice deep as hell.
You trying to get booted? You get fine. Out here.
Bro, they could all be on a corner trying to make some music or make an album or figure out a way to get out the hood, figure out a way to start a business, but instead they just chilling, inhaling fumes from a fucking canister. That's so stupid, bro. That's so stupid, man. Like, if you're watching this video and you're in that situation where your friends are doing a bunch of drugs and inhaling shit like this, and you want no parts of it, leave now, man. I'm telling you, they're only gonna drag you down. Leave now.
Now, to cover the
That is the best advice I've heard this whole video. I hate to bring up birds of a feather flock together because I don't believe that that's true at all. But what I do believe is the public perception of you will be birds of a feather flock together, guilty by association, however you want to word it. Well, that sucks because I was on the short end of the stick on that one. But I cut ties with everybody years ago, completely changed my group, and within a year, maybe less, I had a job that I'm able to freaking spend $1,000 a week on Twitch if I want to. Like, people, I'm friends with the military, the police here in this county. It really is who you hang out with. Whether you fall in with their actions or not, you will still receive repercussions for their actions. And the sooner you realize that, the better.
current situation, there's a brand called Galaxy Gas that has been blowing up all over the internet where people have been going and purchasing it for recreational use. Now, again, this is outside of the intended purpose of this product, which is oftentimes how things like this get found to be used.
Alright, this is the warning on it. Misuse is illegal, so there are laws against it, and can be dangerous to your health and can potentially cause death. Galaxy Gas reserves the right to fuck you up. Refuse the sale of this product to anyone, and if we feel like the product is misused, we do not take liability for the misuse of this product. In case of a fire, it is safe to do so. Stop any leakages coming from the product. Securely store your product to prevent any causes of fire. I thought it was supposed to be non-combustible. Dispose of contents container in accordance with container supplier owner instructions. Use a backflow prevention device in the popping. You need a plumbing degree to do this. Close the valve after each use, and when the product is empty, use only the equipment rated for cylindrical pressure. Do not open the valve until the cylinder is connected to the equipment prepared for use. So, yeah, the pressure coming out of that canister cannot be good for your lungs stretching them out like that. Use only equipment constructed of compatible materials. Always open the valve slowly. Use only with equipment clean for oxygen service. Protect from sunlight when temperatures exceed 52 degrees Celsius or 125 degrees Fahrenheit. So, yeah, it's flammable, but actually it could get that hot in my car out in the sun here, so that's pretty flammable. Follow SDS before use, and then California has some cancer laws. Do not rub, touch, or meddle. So, there's something about calling 911 if you feel unwell, and if something about body parts, wash them with lukewarm water. Do not rub, touch, or meddle with the affected area. So if it can affect the outside of your skin to where you don't touch, rub, or meddle with it, imagine what that's doing to your lungs, man.
This is how people start consuming things like paint, for example. Galaxy Gas is a...
Like, you remember when people were eating Tide Pods? What year was it, like 2020?
This one is so obvious. It is hard to believe that it was actually a thing. The challenge was born from a meme that called Tide Pods.
Well, the thing was, Tide Pods didn't get you high. I guess this stuff does get you high.
The forbidden fruit. Videos of teenagers trying to eat Tide Pods were soon found online. It got so bad Tide partnered with Patriots tight end Rob Gronkowski telling people not to eat Tide Pods.
People are stupid. People are stupid, bro.
Nitrous oxide canister used for the...
I agree.
Purpose of flavoring whipped cream. The canisters come flavored to flavored whipped cream with flavors such as these. Somebody decided that it would be a good idea to go buy the nitrous oxide canisters that function basically like a vape if you think about it, because human ingenuity is just so amazing, guys.
Somebody like you deserves to be hit in the street by a moving bus. It's people like your ass that doesn't deserve to live. You deserve to be destroyed. You're on Earth for literally no fucking reason.
Yes, I would totally love to buy a blueberry flavored nitrous oxide can. Surely this won't backfire. And that's exactly the thought process that got this popular in the first place. It blew up when...
Why did that guy in the red sweater just keep doing it over and over again? Peer pressure, I guess? Like, I assume since they're filming him, they're pressuring him into doing that. That is horrendous. Like, that is what I mean by birds of a feather flock together, and you may not be like them, but you will be considered with them. Obviously, that guy is not in the same tier of the other guys filming him, or else they wouldn't be doing this to him. They've picked him up like a duck and used him for a content farm, a lolcow, and he does not benefit from this. If anything, it hurts him, and they're making money off of it, but the cops would arrest him just as quickly as them other two. Birds of a feather and guilty by association.
When this guy named Lil T basically appeared on this show at this food spot where he was recording, and basically his voice was all fried and he was off of himself, you know.
Gotta say,
he was recording, and basically his voice was...
That looks amazing. Like, dude, that looks good as fuck. I'm gonna have to go get some food after this video.
All fried and he was off of himself, you know. Because again, he's huffing a nitrous oxide can. If you know about laughing gas, you know how it makes you act. I shouldn't have to explain to you how laughing gas acts. If you're considering buying laughing gas and you don't know how it works, probably don't go anywhere near it. Him himself is just one example of why you shouldn't be purchasing this canister. But I think situations like these is something that glamorizes the use of things like this to children. Because again, the large amount of people who are consuming this material are teens and kids. And once again, this clip blew up on TikTok originally, which is a predominantly teens and kids app. We've seen things like use of weed and other things like that being glamorized where people want to try it and use it. So something like...
I don't feel like there's anything wrong with legalization of marijuana if and only if alcohol and various other things like salvia, kratom, things like that continue to be legal. Because if you look at the science, all of those other substances do tend to be more harmful to your body than marijuana. Like, I'm not speaking from, like, opinions, like how I feel. Oh, I guess I am speaking on how I feel. But it's not just because I want people to smoke weed. It's nothing like that. It's the fact that it is way safer for you in comparison to other intoxicants that are currently legal. So, I guess I would be more happy with restrictions being heavier placed on alcohol and just illegalizing kratom and salvia and things like that altogether, and then bringing marijuana to a similar law of a heavier restricted alcohol law.
Like this is no different, I view. I fear that there are going.
I don't think weed is as bad as this shit though. I smoked weed once in a blue moon. I was back in Jamaica. You know, we'll go back a yard. Y'all smoke some weed when I go back a yard. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so me, I was in Jamaica 2 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? I hit a little marijuana, man. And the weed in Jamaica is different. It smells like a real plant. But the weed here, just something's off about the weed here. I'm not gonna lie. That's why I rarely smoke.
Be children out there.
Because ever since Colorado recreationalized it in 2013, I think it was, it's become a science. Like, we treat weed in America like a science project. We have took the naturality and organicness out of it. Like, I've seen marijuana shops. It was like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. Would you honestly want to eat anything in Willy Wonka's chocolate factory? They got little kids' dead bodies in it.
Who get interested by this and attempt to go purchase something like this. Now, luckily, the second biggest implication for this being used like this, my major concern, I have a lot of major concern for the human race in general, but my community is one of the biggest things that worries me. That when this was glamorized on the internet by a black man, then a large amount of black people started to suddenly be interested in it, especially a lot of black adults, which inadvertently will trickle down to black children who see them using it, making them want to try it. It's just how things work between.
This is not exclusive to black people. This is, I mean, I can't speak for other races, but I can speak for my race and ethnicity, and that applies to my ethnicity just as well.
Adults and children, that's kind of the nature of things. It's more concerning because situations like these allow for even more damage in my community that has already been, historically marked by a lot of problems related to things like this. So then you have something like
Yeah, man, we need to focus on how we're going to uplift the community. We don't need no more drugs, bro, because the drugs was the downfall of the community, the crack.
Yes, we do need to focus on uplifting the community instead of getting the entire community hooked on anything that has a slight chance of addiction.
The cocaine, the liquor, because there's a liquor store on every corner of the hood. Like, we don't need that shit no more, man. We gotta leave that shit behind and focus on how we can uplift ourselves.
Nitrous oxide, which is just another problem, not only currently being glamorized by random people, but then there's a lot of celebrities who openly use it, especially Kanye in the current moment. Kanye is addicted to nitrous oxide, badly, can't go without it. So bad he's hooked up like he's on a cryogenic chamber, and he's like he's Bane from Batman Arkham Knight.
That's
like,
crazy.
It's just horrible. It's a horrible situation. And he's not even the only one. People like Lil Uzi Vert have been caught consuming and huffing these balloons nonstop. So the implications of this.
Kanye is the modern day Bane, the real life Bane. Look. Yeah, it's Bane. That's funny. Yeah, this is Kanye right here. That's funny.
Becoming popular is extremely dangerous because now you have not only normal culture, people consuming it, but then you have also rap culture glamorizing it, which is only going to trickle down to normal culture, and now you've created a cycle. Now there's going to be a cycle of people consuming something that's horrible for them just because they see other people doing it. It's just how things work. I think my scariest situation is seeing somebody younger than, at least they're adults. Kanye's pushing 40, Uzi's pushing 30, and the rest of these people are adults. At least these are adults consuming it. But then there are clips of teenagers wanting to try it and trying to consume it. And in the UK, for example, it's been previously at a point it was much easier. You could just get it. You could just go buy a balloon on the corner outside of a bar. You didn't even necessarily have to be an adult for it. The TLDR of this video is please do not be dumb enough to try nitrous oxide.
Facts.
It is not for human consumption, quite literally. Unless you're a medical professional, somebody...
I thought we was gonna get the Michael Jordan meme. Stop it. Just stop it.
Who is a car enthusiast who uses nitrous to boost their car, or somebody who has a third inadvertent reason to use it, then use it responsibly. Clearly in these situations you either have a medical professional administering to you, you're somebody who's well taught enough to use it in your motor vehicle, or for a third reason like you're a pastry chef. But please, if you're a normal person buying a nitrous canister for the purpose of huffing it, go do something safer. There are legal things that you can
go do something else with your life, man. Go read a book. I'm not gonna lie, I don't even read books like that. I don't even read books. I'd rather listen to an audiobook. You know what? Go listen to an audiobook or a podcast or something, man. Get something that will actually benefit you and not degrade your fucking lifespan.
Safer for you, that you can at least say, hey, I'm not killing myself today over this. I would never advise somebody to go buy drugs, but if you're interested in buying a nitrous canister, just go buy a pack of cigarettes or something. Like something stupid, I don't know. Me personally, I would never touch this. That's not me. And I wouldn't advise anybody in my...
No, do not go buy a pack of cigarettes. That is one of the few things I still think would be worse than nitrous. Never buy cigarettes, never touch a cigarette. Don't vape because the studies haven't been long enough to have an accurate study. But what is coming out is looking worse than cigarettes. Just don't put stuff in your lungs. They make edible versions of just about anything on the planet.
My audience to do it. Don't do any of it. You don't need to do it. There's no necessarily need for you to be consuming any of this. Not only is it a waste of your money, a waste of your time, but it's also just horrible for your health in general.
Facts. Because you're going to see these videos of these people literally having seizures after huffing and puffing this dumbass gas. And then you're going to say, oh, let me get one.
Let me show y'all something to end this video. You can buy these at most organic stores. It is just a CBD infused fruit punch. You don't need to smoke anything. You don't need to do anything illegal. You can buy them from the store and it's gonna have way less negative effects on your body. Don't smoke cigarettes. Don't do nitrous oxide. Don't vape. Don't do the other things that are even worse. Yeah, just be you.